Excuse me, sir. We've been trying to reach you about your car's warranty for weeks. You've been playing hard to get for a while, haven't you? Where's your buddies at? Well, it's been a while since I've done a pig trapping update because the pigs have not cooperated whatsoever. Actually just had to bring the battery back over here. I had to get it recharged. We were out of town for the weekend, so I just brought it home and put it on the charger so it would get a good solid charge. The solar panel here does charge it, but after about a week it starts not quite making it through the night. So anyways, the good news is, if you can't tell, there's definitely been a hog in the pig trap. Didn't get any video of him because, or them, I don't know, because, well, battery was dead the battery was at the house, and Houston's game camera battery was dead. So I replaced both batteries today, or put fresh batteries in there, fixing to replace this battery. Gonna put out a bag of corn, and with as much rooting around in that pig trap as it looks like it's been done, it shouldn't be long before we catch something. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 10. I have had several pictures over the last 2 weeks of 2 or 3 pigs here. Power on. Put the lid back on there. Then I'm gonna dump out a bag of corn, and we'll be ready to go, Earl. Thanks for knocking the phone down, Earl. Listen, if you want to be a cameraman, that's fine, but you have to do a better job, okay? All right, trap's baited. Let's see. Power's on. Still working on getting signal, but it'll pick up in a minute. I'll check it and verify and make sure it's connected, and we should be ready to catch a pig. Yeah, mostly ready, I say. Let's see. Kind of curious what'll come in tonight because I haven't been able to see what was coming in here in a few days. 2 cameras there and they're both batteries dead. Makes a lot of sense, right? But we'll have the game camera running tonight, trap cameras up and going, and at least I may watch tonight. I know for sure there were pigs in there last night of some sort because that rooting is fresh, and I just put out a whole 50 pounds of corn in there just a couple days ago, and it's all gone and been rooted up. So definitely have pigs in the trap. Battled them for 2 weeks, standing there looking at the trap. They'd come in almost every night. There was 2 or 3, and wouldn't come in the trap. You can tell they've been harassed before. Probably Josh, the guy that comes and picks up the pigs for me when we catch them, he's actually trapping on my neighbor's place. He just lives a couple miles away too. The trap's all over. But he told me, I don't know, a few weeks ago, he had been catching some pigs on the neighbors, so they've probably been familiarized to the trap. But leaving it up and set and baited for a couple weeks and not dropping it on anything gives those pigs a little bit more confidence. They sit there and they looked at it over and over and over, night after night after night, and now they're going in. So we'll see what shows up tonight. Well, I wasn't wrong. Mr. Pig showed up last night. I did not drop the trap because I wanted to just make sure it was just one pig, because before I had no clue if it was 1, 2, 5, 20, I don't know. But all night last night, that pig was in and out and all by himself. So I'm gonna come over today, dump out another bag of corn because, well, it's worth it to have it baited well. Dump out one more bag of corn, and when Mr. Pig shows up tonight, I'm dropping the trap. And it smells like a pig over here now. Woo! He stinks.
Houston?
There's a pig in the trap.
I'm looking at it right now. Pig's in the trap. That raccoon's fixing to get his head smashed, though. I don't want to catch the coon.
Kill him. He needs to be dead too.
You won't be able to show that on video.
That's
Killing a coon?
I don't want to drop the trap on the raccoon. It's early. He's in there early tonight, 9:45 p.m.
He's hungry.
We just got in bed, and a little alarm went off and said, "Pig's in the trap, pig's in the trap." Listen, I don't want to drop it right square on top of that raccoon. That's just a little bit too gruesome. Let him scoot up a little bit. I don't want to miss him. There you go. Now you're facing the right way. All right, Mr. Pig. Be real still. Got him. Calm down pretty quick. Be by himself. They have plenty of food to eat all night. We'll see you in the morning, sir. And we did not catch the raccoon. Well, what did I tell you? I knew last night was going to be our catch night. I've been after this guy for over 2 weeks. Just watching. He's been in and out of that trap off and on for a couple weeks. Not consistently. I will say this, though. A week or so ago, there was 2, maybe 3 pigs. But this one he's been there many times. Not every night. And I was hoping we could catch more. But my thoughts are, and this has worked in the past, catch the one pig and rebait. Now that trap, that area smells like a pig. He's been in that spot for, well, since 9 o'clock last night, and it's 7 o'clock this morning. So, my thoughts, and this is what's worked in the past, get that smell in there. Maybe the next night or two, someone else is going to stop by for a visit. The only issue I have this morning is, typically, I've been trapping these pigs for the last couple of years, and even before that, I had a buddy that trapped for me here. The main goal is to get rid of the wild hogs. These wild hogs are a feral, invasive species that destroy the habitat, and they take away food from animals that are supposed to be here, the deer and the turkey. I promise you, they eat turkey eggs. They bust turkey nests up. We don't have any turkeys here hardly at all anymore. They'll eat baby fawns. They destroy croplands. They just destroy. They're not supposed to be here. So I'm trying to get rid of them. And my buddy Josh is not available. He's in Michigan for a wedding. So typically he comes and picks up these pigs and he goes and sells them. to a high fence hunting operation. But he's able to basically make a career out of trapping wild hogs because he can sell them by the pound to these hunting operations. But like I said, he's gone. So we're gonna go take care of this pig on our own. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with David Ellis. Yacht's a friend of mine. He's in Mississippi and does a lot of pig trapping. The difference in where David's at in Mississippi and where I'm at here, if David goes and drops a trap, he can't transport pigs live in any way for any reason. He has to put them down on the spot. But he has communities of people that will take those no matter what. Take them and butcher them and eat them. Well, we don't have those communities here. I could advertise these pigs for weeks and nobody's going to come get them. So it is what it is. We're going to go put him down. We're going to remove an invasive species and feed buzzards and coyotes. It's just the simple fact. Excuse me, sir. We've been trying to reach you about your car's warranty for weeks. Not a real big guy, are you? You've been playing hard to get for a while, haven't you? Where's your buddies at? I know there's more. Where there's one, there's more. Yeah. One thing, we've been trapping pigs around here for several years now. And before I got this, the big pig trap here, Josh would bring out his Jaeger Pro trap or whatever trap he had at the time. And we'd always set it up on that far south end of this field. And one thing I noticed about trapping here is we'd always catch these lone boars. We caught several that were close to the 300-pound range over the years. And it just didn't seem like we would hardly ever catch big groups of pigs. Just lone roaming boars. And I'm not going to say I never caught big groups of pigs, because Houston and I dropped this very trap right over here probably 2 years ago and caught a big group. Ooh, looky here, looky here. We got a trap full of pigs. After as long as I waited for these last night, I'm not going to piddle around as long tonight. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 in there. And I think this is my big pig. There's a bunch. Let's get them. Golly. We got quite a few.
Those are nice size ones too.
You can catch the big black one. Bella, get over here. Whoa! Perfect. I wasn't gonna pass these up again. There's a couple pretty good ones in there, though.
All good ones. All of them are good ones.
Playing follow the leader. Could have been hurt already, though, Houston. That one was thinking about jumping.
Two pretty nice ones in there.
It's a good load of pigs right there, Houston. So it's just strange how it seems like the single roaming boars pass through here. Over at our Mill Creek property, You know, we've trapped several over there, but not just giant groups. I caught a group on a friend's place just, I don't know, 7-8 miles from here. Took the trap down, set it up, took it down, set it up, took it down to his place, set it up. The very first night, I think we caught like 17 pigs in one drop. And it's just different places, have different habitats, and I don't know. It seems like those big single boars just roam, and when they find a little home place that, you know, ones that might have been whooped off of a sounder and not big enough to, you know, be the man in charge, they just kind of hang out on the fringes. So if there's roaming single boars, you know there's some females nearby somewhere. But like I said earlier in the video, Josh has been trapping on my neighbors, and I don't know where his trap's at, but the property line's about 300 yards that way. So he's trapping just across the fence somewhere. And I think he's caught several. And that's probably why, like I said earlier, this guy's been so leery. He's probably seen several trap drops. And, you know, he did not want to hang out in this trap. I have tons of pictures from that game camera right there of him standing just right out on the outskirts of this trap. And wouldn't come in night after night after night after night. So, we got him. I'm going to put him down, get him out of the way, reset the trap, rebait the trap, and maybe we'll catch something else. Little pig, let me in. All right, safety pins are out, trap set, rebaited, hog eye camera is ready to go. We'll see if anything else shows up. I got Mr. Pig loaded in the back of the buggy. Woo-wee! He's heavier than I thought. Probably 125-pound hog, something like that. So, anyways, there we go. Big pig trap. Been very successful in our pig trapping endeavors over the years, and I'm not saying I wish we had more pigs to catch, but I love trapping pigs. It's fun, and it does a lot for the environment, and is very, very beneficial. So these invasive wild hogs, they're spread all over the country. By now I think most people understand what they're capable of and the destruction they cause. There's nothing wrong with eating one or two here and there. Some people love them, some people hate them. And we have 2 whole hogs in the freezer right now from Luke at 5 Acre Farm. The pheasant guide that we went with last year raised a couple hogs for us, and I've talked about his YouTube channel and all that stuff, but when I've got that in the freezer, it's hard to go put this in the freezer. And I'm not one to typically promote wasting game meat, but an invasive nuisance feral hog, I don't know, qualifies as game. I know some people like to eat them, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it, but we're gonna dispose of this guy, feed the vultures, buzzards, coyotes, all the critters that, you know, thrive on what they can find. But, you know, in the past we've trapped a lot of pigs on this property. We've trapped a lot of pigs on our Mill Creek property and surrounding areas for people, and the hog trapping videos have always done really well. So this time of year, when we start feeding deer and getting ready for deer season and mowing fields and food plots and getting ready, it's like, it's not necessarily that we just draw more pigs in. They've been here all summer. We just weren't seeing them a lot of times because I don't graze my fields off super short. So even if there are hogs out in that 3-foot tall native grass field, you're not going to see them very often. And I don't run a lot of game cameras year round. So typically this time of year, we ramp up and start doing a lot of pig trapping. Fortunately, for the environment, for my property, fortunately, we've seen very few this year, which is rare in any circumstance. A lot of folks think they can go out and just hunt and eradicate the wild hogs on their property, but that's just not a great way of doing it. A lot of people come out with dogs. They go run these pigs with dogs, and they catch quite a few. But unless you catch the whole sounder, you're never going to get ahead of them. And that's one thing I've learned about trapping pigs and having a trap like this drop trap is I can see what's there. I can watch the whole group for nights on end and not drop that trap until I feel like I can catch every pig in the group. I've done that many times in the past. You know, I have 2 or 3 that stay on the outside of that circle. Well, if you drop the trap, then the chances of catching those others just decreased tremendously. I've done it and still caught the others in the past, but they do get smart. Pigs are a very smart animal, and they're not easy to catch. They're not easy to eradicate. The goal across the entire country should be to eradicate every feral pig, period. Is it achievable? Nope. We're just going to have to deal with them from now on. But we can manage their population, and managing that population helps things like ground nesting birds and anything that lays on the ground and has a baby. Deer, rabbits, all sorts of little species on the ground are being destroyed by feral pigs, whether directly or indirectly by destroying their habitat. So I'll never feel bad about shooting a feral hog and letting it go to waste because something's going to eat it. It's just not me. Well, it's been a few days since we trapped our little piggy friend, and no sign of any other pigs on the game camera, at the trap, anywhere in the vicinity. What, Bear? What's the matter? I do think we need to eventually move the trap over to Mill Creek and catch a couple pigs there. I think probably this evening, Houston and I may go get some corn and fill up some deer feeders. I know there's a couple pigs over there. But I did get a phone call from a buddy after I sent a Snapchat of catching that pig, and he said, hey, I've got some pigs tearing up my yard. And by yard, he owns about 15 acres and mows about 12 of it. It looks like a golf course, and that's exactly what he said. I've got some pigs coming through tearing up my golf course. He doesn't even play golf. You know, city boys like to mow their grass, even if it's just an open pasture. It looks like a yard in town. Perfect. But he doesn't want pigs coming through tearing it up. So I may buy some corn and take a game camera over there and set up and see exactly what he's got coming through, because they're obviously just going from one landowner across him to another landowner. They're not spending any time on his property. So we may go see if we can help him out, because nobody likes pigs rooting up their yard, obviously. So maybe some more pig trapping adventures to come. I love the pig trapping content. I love getting out and trapping pigs. It does a lot for the local population of wild animals. It does a lot for the I almost said economy, but the ecology of the area. They're an invasive species that need to be eradicated all over the country, and I like it. It's fun. It's a challenge. It's a cat and mouse kind of game, and deer season's coming up really soon. I mean, we are 3 weeks out from deer season, and Houston's getting excited, to say the least. I don't think I'm quite as mad at the deer as I once was. I still enjoy deer hunting, but I don't just, it's not just like this thing I've got to just spend every day in the woods. But Houston does, so I'll be there. And I love that he's hardcore into it, and he studies it, and he lives it, kind of like he does bass fishing. He obsesses over things like that, but that's okay. It's good. So anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.